Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's the kid, Jered Sanders, a.k.a. your resident minister, a.k.a. Mr. Hope is Dope, a.k.a. the preacher with a grill, keeping it real. And I'd like to welcome y'all to the 7th episode of Misfit Moments. So check it out. I'm tapping in with y'all weekly to give y'all a little sprinkle of what God gave me in hopes to edify, edjumicate, and encourage on how to live the life of a misfit. See, the motto with the misfits comes from Romans 12:2. Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. Listen, I don't intend to be before you long, just like every preacher in America that I already told y'all before. But listen, I believe in the power of Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. And the key component that's often missed is that with all the Beatitudes and the blessed of those, kids was there too. And with their short attention spans, check it, it wasn't just 5,000 men. If it was, I would wonder why they abandoned their families. If it was 5,000 plus men and women, I would wonder why they left the babies with grandmama and them. So I think it's safe to say that there were kids there too. So today, we're going to start from Romans chapter 1, verse 20. Let's try something real quick. Before you pray, before you open your mouth, before you talk to God, just think. Take a long, hard look at him before you say another word. Think about the sky. See, Solomon warned us not to rush into God's presence with word. That's what fools do. And a lot of times, if we keeping it real, it's what we do too. So this misfit moment is going to be think before you pray. I'm going to give y'all a second to think about it. Cool? All right, so check. The wise man comes to God without saying a word and stands in awe of him. See, it may seem like a hopeless endeavor, but gaze, just thinking about it, just gazing at this invisible God, right? But Romans 1:20 tells us that through creation, we see his invisible qualities and divine nature. Like, think about that for a second. When you pause before you pray, don't open your mouth. I petition that you just think before you pray. And this is real. When you go to the beach, right? Close your eyes right before you pray and envision you walking on the beach. And you standing on the shoreline. And you seeing the waves. And you smelling the sea salt, you know what I'm saying? And the water is washing up on the shore and it's touching you in between your little toes. And think about the breeze that's crossing your face. And then you think about the sky and how blue it is. Think about the sunlight just beaming down on you. Imagine you got your favorite juicy juice, you know what I'm saying? And you just thinking and taking all of this in. Now imagine yourself at the top of the highest mountain. Now you in a safe place. You know what I'm saying? You ain't in no unsafe place. But just think about it this way. You're in a very safe place and you overlooking these mountains and you see the tops of the mountaintops and the snow caps and the sky and the breeze. All right? Now imagine yourself on a tropical island. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you on the water and you in a canoe. And you got your paddle going to both sides to kind of navigate the waters. Now zoom out for a second, a little bit further. Imagine that you got a bird's eye view on the whole planet. You're just looking down. Now pause. God created all of that. So when you're about to open your mouth to pray, remember who it is that you're speaking to. The one who created the seas and the cool wind that blew across your face and the mountains that you're standing on top of and the water that's trickling between your toes and the sunlight that's beaming down on your face and the water that you on the canoe and you paddling through. He created it all. Don't that just leave you speechless and amazed? Humbled. Like when I think about those things, they lead me to worship. I don't know about y'all, but they lead me to be so reflective of God because he created everything. I ain't want to speak to or say a word without first remembering who we are speaking to. And I just want y'all, every time y'all pray from here on out, promise me this. You're just gonna sit a little quietly and admire the creator of all of this. A writer, R.C. Sproul, writes, men are never duly touched and impressed with the conviction of their insignificance until they have contrasted themselves with the majesty of God. So little babies, now I lay me down to sleep is a beautiful prayer, and you keep praying that prayer. But remember, the person that created you, the person that created your mama and your daddy, that's the person that you praying to. Middle and high school kids, remember the creator of the universe is who you speaking to. Don't compare yourself to the people that you know. Compare yourself to the creator of all of it. Now, real talk, just think about this for a second. How long has it been since you had merely meditated on the greatness and the majesty of God? A big God. What practice can you put in place to make this reverence and this awe a part of your daily life right before you pray? That's all I wanted for y'all to think about for real. I ain't trying to talk y'all ear off too long, but before you say a word in prayer, just think long and hard about who you about to have a conversation with. And that's what it means to build your life around Romans 12:2. Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and perfect and acceptable will of God. See, a lot of people in this world, they gonna talk to God without even thinking about who he is. They'll get up and they'll check their cell phones before thanking God for giving them breath in their lungs. I would say today would be a good time to do something different than what everybody else is already doing. All right, we're gonna try it out. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1. Go in peace.